Christmas is supposed to be about lights, warmth, and forgiveness, but Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 turns the holiday into something far more disturbing. This reimagining doesn't just bring back the killer Santa myth, it completely rewires it, transforming Billy Chapman from a slasher villain into a tragic anti-hero trapped inside a supernatural cycle of punishment, trauma, and inherited violence. From the shocking opening murder to the final curse-passing twist that changes everything, this film asks whether evil can ever truly end, or if it simply finds a new host every December. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master, and today we're breaking down the Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 ending, explaining how Billy's death isn't the end of the story, why Pamela's transformation is the real horror, and how the film leaves the door wide open for a much darker future.
This Christmas,
Billy Chapman is never just a killer. From the opening scene, the film makes it clear that Billy Chapman is not born evil, he is created. As a child, Billy watches his parents brutally murdered by a man dressed as Santa Claus, a moment that permanently warps his understanding of Christmas, morality, and authority. But the film adds a crucial new layer that the original never had, the supernatural electrical surge that passes from Charlie, the killer Santa, into Billy when they touch. This moment isn't just symbolic, it's the foundation of the entire story. That surge represents the transfer of something unnatural, Charlie's violent will, his obsession with punishment, and his warped sense of justice. Billy doesn't simply remember the trauma, he carries it inside him, like a parasite that waits for December to arrive. As an adult, Billy lives like a ghost. He drifts from town to town, avoids attachment, and keeps people at a distance. Christmas isn't joy to him, it's a countdown. The Advent calendar isn't decorative, it's a ritual. Each day demands blood, and the voice of Charlie ensures Billy never forgets his role.
spread the holiday fear.
Charlie's voice and the illusion of choice. One of the smartest choices the film makes is never fully confirming whether Charlie is a literal ghost, a supernatural entity, or a psychological manifestation fueled by trauma and guilt. What matters is how real the voice is to Billy. Charlie positions himself as a father figure, a moral compass, and a judge, constantly framing violence as necessary punishment. The idea of naughty and nice becomes deeply corrupted. Billy doesn't kill randomly. He targets abusers, extremists, predators, people the audience can easily label as evil. This is what makes Billy dangerous and sympathetic at the same time. The film dares you to agree with him, even as his body count rises. But this sense of choice is an illusion. Billy believes he is acting with purpose, yet every decision is guided. The Advent calendar dictates the pace. The voice dictates the targets. Billy is not free. He is fulfilling a curse that began long before he understood it. Pamela Sims and the promise of escape. Pamela Sims represents the possibility of a different life. She isn't just a love interest, she's a mirror to Billy's pain. She has her own trauma, her own history with abuse, and her own complicated relationship with authority through Max. What makes their bond powerful is that Pamela doesn't see Billy as broken or dangerous when he opens up to her. She sees him as someone trying to survive. For a brief moment, the film allows hope to exist. Billy confesses the truth about Charlie, the visions and the killings, and Pamela accepts him anyway. This acceptance feels like it could be the key to breaking the cycle. If Billy can choose love over punishment, maybe Christmas doesn't have to end in blood. But Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 is not interested in easy redemption. The Snatcher and the moral breaking point. The Snatcher storyline is crucial to understanding the ending. This isn't just another villain, it's the ultimate test of Billy's worldview. Child abduction is the worst possible crime within the film's moral framework, and when Billy uncovers the truth beneath the abandoned building and its horrifying ball pit, his role as a vigilante feels almost justified. The confrontation with the Snatcher is brutal, exhausting, and deeply physical. Billy kills him not in cold, ritualistic fashion, but in desperate rage. He saves the children, but at immense cost. By the time the Snatcher is dead, Billy is bleeding out, stabbed, broken, and barely standing. This should be the moment where Billy's story ends as a tragic hero. He stopped true evil. He fulfilled the ultimate act of protection. But the film refuses to let that be enough. Max Benedict, the true final villain. Max is not just an antagonist. He's the embodiment of corrupted authority. As a police officer, he represents the system that should protect people, but instead abuses power. His relationship with Pamela is defined by control, violence, and entitlement. Throughout the film, Max suspects Billy not because of evidence, but because he sees a rival and a threat to his dominance. When Max arrives at the abandoned building and sees Billy in the Santa suit, wounded and holding an axe, he doesn't hesitate. There is no attempt to understand what happened, no effort to rescue the children first, no interest in the truth. Max shoots Billy repeatedly, executing him in cold blood. This moment is devastating because it confirms Billy's worst fear, that no matter what he does, he will always be seen as a monster. Justice doesn't matter. Intent doesn't matter. The uniform decides who lives and who dies.
Terrifier 3 comes anew and unrated.
The transfer of the curse. As Billy dies, the film mirrors its opening in a chilling way. He reaches out and grabs Pamela's hand, desperate not to be alone in his final moments. The same electrical surge erupts between them, knocking Pamela unconscious. This is the single most important moment in the entire movie. What transfers here is not just guilt or memory, it's the curse itself. Charlie's essence, filtered through Billy's trauma, passes into Pamela. The film suggests that the curse requires connection, vulnerability, and emotional resonance to move forward. Billy didn't choose Pamela as a successor, but by loving him, she became capable of receiving what he carried. This moment reframes the entire story. Billy was never meant to end the cycle. He was meant to continue it until someone else took his place. Pamela awakens and sees the truth. When Pamela regains consciousness, the world has changed. She begins seeing flashes of Max's past, his violence, his crimes, his role in the child abductions. The supernatural sight that once guided Billy now belongs to her. For the first time, Pamela fully understands what Billy was living with every day, and she makes a choice. Pamela doesn't run. She doesn't scream. She doesn't beg. She attacks Max with ferocity, biting off his nose and killing him with Billy's axe in a brutal, unrestrained act of violence. This is not self-defense, it's punishment. In that moment, Pamela becomes what Billy was becoming: judge, jury, and executioner. The new Santa and the unbroken cycle. The final image of the film is deeply unsettling. Pamela puts on Billy's Santa suit, the same symbol that once represented childhood trauma and later twisted justice. As she walks away, she begins hearing Billy's voice, now taking the place Charlie once held. This confirms the film's darkest idea: the voice adapts. It changes form, but its function remains the same. The curse doesn't care who carries it, only that Christmas demands punishment. Pamela is not possessed against her will. She steps into the role knowingly, armed with the belief that she can do it better, cleaner, more justly. But that belief is exactly what doomed Billy. What the ending really means. The ending of Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 is not about Billy dying, it's about legacy. Trauma doesn't disappear when the victim dies. It mutates, spreads, and finds new hosts. Violence justified as justice is still violence, and once it's normalized, it becomes impossible to stop. By passing the curse to Pamela, the film argues that righteous anger is just as dangerous as blind rage. Pamela begins with better intentions than Billy ever had, but the road she's stepping onto leads to the same destination. Christmas will come again. The Advent calendar will reset, and someone new will be deemed naughty. Why this ending works? This ending works because it refuses comfort. It doesn't let Billy be redeemed, and it doesn't let Pamela remain innocent. Instead, it presents vengeance as a contagious disease, one that feels good, feels right, and feels necessary until it consumes everything. By transforming a notorious slasher into a supernatural tragedy, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 elevates its source material into something far more disturbing. The horror isn't just in the kills, it's in the realization that the cycle cannot be broken, only inherited. And as the snow falls and the bells ring, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Santa is never finished. Our nerdy thoughts. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 ends by reminding us that some horrors don't die, they evolve. Billy Chapman may be gone, but the voice, the ritual, and the twisted idea of Christmas justice live on through Pamela, proving that trauma doesn't disappear when the victim falls, it simply waits for someone else to carry it forward. By closing the film with a new Santa stepping into the snow, the story leaves us with an unsettling question. If vengeance feels justified, how long before it becomes monstrous? If Christmas feels justified, how long before it becomes monstrous? If you enjoyed this deep dive explained, want more horror endings explained, cult classics reimagined, and twisted franchise breakdowns, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the naughty list is never finished.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.